continue. Next section, E. Okay, some practical application. Okay, so we're going to see the difference. Some practical application. The reader is reminded again. The discussion pertains to a Ben Yama vessel. Non-Ben Yama vessel discussed in number 5 below. Okay, so we're in number 3. Number 5 they're going to discuss. So again, this is pot, as he says, that it was used in the last 24 hours. Example number 1, a practical example. Boiled or fried foods. Initially, one should not Initially, one may not rely upon the leniency of not bar not. Thus, even according to Sephardic custom, one may not boil food in a meat pot if one plans to eat it with dairy. If the food was already boiled in the meat pot, according to Sephardic custom, one may eat it or cook it with dairy. However, according to Ashkenazi custom, it may not be eaten with dairy, since it is initially lechatchila. Right? So, okay, exactly opposite. If the food was erroneously mixed with dairy, it may be eaten. So we're talking about the Ashkenazi custom. We're going to explain. If the food was fried in a meat pan, where the taste infusion is direct, without liquid medium, okay, the subsequent meats and subsequent mix with dairy, Rav should be consulted. Okay, so we're going to see what is the difference. Okay, so let's see this case from the beginning, and we try to explain. So one more time, boiled or fried foods. Initially, one should not rely upon the leniency of not bar not. So meaning leniency of not bar not, it's not the actual taste, and the pot was clean. That's the leniency, right? So as we said before, try to have extra set of pans. Alright, so you can do like for a pot of food. So in this case, you cook the spaghetti in this cooking pan, and you can use with meat, with dairy, with whatever you want, right? So you would escape all of this. Avoid all of these issues, right? Continue. Thus, even according to Sephardic custom, one may not boil the food in a meat pot if one plans to eat it with dairy. So, according to Sephardic, to begin with, he should not plan it, right? But, right, if food was already boiled in a meat pot, according to Sephardic custom, one may eat it or cook it with dairy. Okay, so. Why he's saying it just occurred to me why he's saying that it may be eaten or cooked with dairy, because maybe it's all dry, it's all no infusion of the taste, right? When it's cold, right? When this spaghetti cold and the cheese cold, so maybe there is no problem, right? So okay. So, but he said even if it's cold or it's hot, meaning that it was cooked together, it does not make any difference. So, according to Sephardic custom, initially you should not cook the spaghetti in a meat pot with intention to eat with the dairy. But after the fact, if they did it already, so there is no problem; they can eat it. However, according to Ashkenazi custom, it may not be eaten with dairy, since this is essentially lechatchila. So according to Sephardic Ashkenazi custom, if that's what the person planned, he's not allowed to eat. So after the fact, if they did it by mistake, they meant to eat it with chicken, but they realized the chicken somebody last night ate all of the chicken. There is no more chicken, and they decided to eat it with cheese. Yes. So according to Ashkenazi custom, it would be allowed. Right, but lechatchila, no. Meaning if it was the initial design. If the food was erroneously mixed with dairy, right? So we're talking Ashkenazi custom. It may be eaten. Okay. So somebody Commentary. If it was intentionally mixed with dairy, there is a question whether you may eat it or not. Okay. Okay, so that's don't put yourself in these questionable situations. Continue. If the food was fried in a meat pan, where the taste infusion is direct, okay, fried meaning in the direct. So direct meaning without liquid. So when we discussed last time, so we said that this not bar not meaning what? This infusion from the walls of the pan goes in of the pot, right? Pot goes into the water or any liquid, and from liquid it goes into the food, into the spaghetti in our case, right? So it's like one extra step. But here, when you fry in a frying pan, there is no liquid, right? So there only little liquid. So there is no medium, right? So it's like direct infusion. There it's indirect, according to all of the opinions, because it's liquid when you cook. But here it's direct, right? And subsequent mix with dairy. So it was a frying pan for meat. Right, they did whatever they fried chicken. Let's say they clean it, right? Clean it, and then they fry this I don't know, spaghetti, right? Cook and then fry the spaghetti. So now the spaghetti you cannot. They want to eat it with dairy, right? So even like what happened? So you have to talk to Rav. So let's see the commentary. This is based upon the question in section C above, whether there is a difference between double infusion and triple infusion. Okay. So okay, so it's not such a simple question. Okay, so let's leave it as it is. So don't do it, but without liquid is more strict, of course. Okay. So double infusion, triple infusion, meaning one more time from food. Through the like in this cooking pot from food through the what is it through the water into the walls, and then from the walls into the liquid, into the water, into the spaghetti. That's okay. But in this case there is no liquid. Okay. So frying is much more strict.